All right. All right, guys, another impromptu live stream here. So we're going to give everyone a few minutes to hop in. And yes, we're going to be talking about Robinhood today. Wanted to switch it up for you guys and bring you something different. And while we're doing that, I want to bring up the Fintel hood because I want to look at Fintel. Oh, it's going to make me log in. All right, sorry I didn't have this already. Just proceed to the dashboard. All right, so enter ticker. We want to search for hood. Hood institutional ownership. Can we see the short interest here? Oh, this is in Hong Kong. Why does it do this? I tell you, sometimes Fintel can have a mind of its own. There we go. Okay, cool. Just wanted to bring this up. All right, guys. So if you're here, let me refresh the YouTube. We should be getting some people in here now, hopefully. All right. Like I said, this is kind of a live impromptu. I wanted to bring you guys something different on the channel. We talk about metamaterials a lot. That we still love metamaterials, but I think it's time we talk about something different. And I wanted to talk about Robinhood today. That's right. We want to talk about the controversial stock in Robinhood. Getting the chat here pulled up. Little D, what's going on? Pawn, thank you for joining, man. Like I said, we're going to talk a little bit about the Robinhood today, talking about the hood. A lot of interesting stuff here. It comes to this point where a lot of these stocks, these evaluations just become crazy, and we just got to start talking about them. That's all we can really do. We got to start going over stuff. And hood stock. I mean, yeah, it's just crazy right now. The stock market is brutal. The only thing it's not brutal with is Apple. Apple is the only stock that has a fantastic earnings, and Apple is just doing Apple things. Let's put it that way. I did see, we'll go a little speculation as we give a little bit more time for people to hop in here. But a little speculation out there I wanted to go over is that there's a lot of rumors floating around that Robinhood is going to be bought out. So that in itself is what drives me to like this stock. Not only that, there is a lot of users on the Robinhood platform that'd be very beneficial to another company. And that is what's, like I said, drawing me interest into the Robinhood stock. And now that we're getting down here in these evaluation prices, that the hood is kind of just, like I said, hard to ignore. Pawn says he bought 20 $175 Apple calls for tomorrow for 12 cents each. Tomorrow's going to be a good day. Congrats, Pawn, man. That is awesome. Aaron says, I really believe the hood is going to 5 or 3. I am shopping for puts. Waiting on hood to have a small pump and then buy the puts cheaper. That's a good plan. Anything can happen in this market. I've seen a lot of stocks now down in prices that I just would not believe. We got Pawn saying bought 20 of the calls. Yes, okay, got that in there. Yeah, Pawn's going to be happy man tomorrow. Apple is doing phenomenal. Let's say Apple is one of the only few stocks that are doing good right now. Okay. So like I said, guys, we probably won't have as many viewers because we're not going to be talking about MMAT today. We're going to be talking about Robinhood. Like I said, I wanted to bring you something different. So let's get in here to it. The hood. Oh, don't have an ad for me. All right, here we go. There's this interview out here with Vlad, of course, the CEO of Robinhood. So I wanted to bring you all this interview.
In in leadership, but also over the past year, you can see how much the company has grown, not just in leadership, but also in things like customer support, launching phone support and all sorts of different channels, improving the way we serve our customers, improving our infrastructure and technology, really building the foundation for our future growth and the products that we'll be launching in the future.
And we'll talk about that. Let's talk about pricing firstly, because a lot of people are looking at this and saying, you're being a little bit conservative perhaps on the pricing. We know as well you're giving a huge chunk to retail investors too, to users of the app itself. Why? Tell me what you're thinking here as we go to market.
Well, first of all, I think the pricing is a moment in time, and we have, I think it's accurate to say it's...
All right. So there's that little bit there. What I wanted to do, we got the earnings here, guys. So I'm going to kind of go over this earnings with you all. And I must say, man, Robinhood is like one of these definitely hated stocks. As you can see, there's over 50,000, almost 51,000 watchers on StockTwits on the hood. And there is a lot of hate on the hood. As I started this live stream just a couple minutes ago, there's already 80 posts on the hood. Now, as we say, any kind of news is, good. So bad news is news. Good news is news. The stock gets a lot of attention, whether it's good news or bad news. I think it's a lot more bad than good. But I definitely could see Robinhood getting bought out down the future. And that's what draws me, like I said, to this stock. All right. Yeah, man, the stock just fell off after earnings right here. It was trading at like 1160, went the whole way down to 984, and we're trading around 1013 here after hours. Just unbelievable. Andy says you can buy your put back instead of buying the shares right before it gets exercised. Yes, you can. You can do that. You just basically do the opposite of what you're going to do. If you think you're going to go upside down on the, I did cash secure puts on Robinhood. I have a $11 and a $10 cash secure puts. And I'll be happy either way. If I'm forced to buy this Robinhood, like I said, my break even on the $10 put is like I want to say $9.65 for the shares, and I want to say the $11 is like 10.07. So if I might be forced to buy the $11 put because I got that credit, and my 10.07 is my break even on the one Robinhood put, cash secure put, but also did a $10 as well. So I did add up all of my so yeah, I added up all my premiums that I did for this week between SoFi. I got a SoFi premium. I got 2 premiums for Robinhood, and I got an AMC premium as well, guys. Equals $225 in premiums this week alone. So that's a nice start to actually see some cash coming into the account. So we will see how that all works out. All right, so let's get in here and go over this earnings. This is what I wanted to go over. Robinhood reports fourth quarter and full year 2021 results. We'll just go kind of go over the top stuff here. So as you can see, total revenues, the quarter increased 14% to $363 million compared to $318 in the fourth quarter of 2020, and the year increased 89% to $1.82 billion compared to $959 million the year before. So they did increase the total net revenues. Transaction-based revenues for the fourth quarter, increased 12% to $264 million compared to $235 million in the fourth quarter of 2020, and for the year increased 95% to $1.4 billion compared to $720 million for the year ending December 31st. So another good one there. Their transaction-based revenues are up. Options for the quarter increased 14%. So their options, people doing options, they increased up 14%. Cryptocurrencies increased 304%. Now that's pretty crazy. I think this did not even beat analyst. That's pretty crazy. Their cryptocurrencies increased 304%, and it did not beat the analyst expectations. That's pretty insane. Equities for the quarters decreased 35%. So their equities for the quarter decreased 35% to 52 million compared to 80 million in the fourth quarter. For the year, increased 15%. Loss before income tax, the quarter for the quarter, 420 million compared to income of 19 million for the fourth quarter, 360-some million there. Share-based compensation expense total 318 million for the fourth quarter. Have you all seen how cheap these April $3 calls are? Yeah, man, they are cheap. MMAT calls are getting very cheap. I don't know if I'd be wanting to buy calls for this short. If I'd be looking for MMAT calls, I want to buy those January 2024 calls. That's the ones I'd want to load up on, because you got to give this market time to do what it's going to do. So here's a little bit of bad news. The net loss for the quarter was 423 million, 49 cents per diluted share, compared to net income of 13 million of 2 cents per diluted share in the fourth quarter. For the year, it was a net loss of 3.69 billion, 7.49 diluted share. Adjusted EBITDA for the quarter was negative 87 million compared to a positive 79 million. Net cumulative funded accounts increased 81%, so that's good. Monthly active users increased 48%. So, I mean, that's pretty good. Assets under custody increased 56%. Average revenues for the quarter decreased 39%. So we do kind of figure a lot of that will there's a lot of stuff here to go over. Here we go. Cash and cash equivalents as of December 31st, 2021 totaled 6.3 billion compared to 1.4 billion as of December 31st. So Robinhood has a lot of cash and cash equivalents on hand, guys. So this is one thing I do want to point out. They do have a lot of cash on hand. Let's see here. And here we got a quote here. We had a momentous year, nearly doubling the number of customers on the platform, making critical investments in our team infrastructure to support growth, said Vlad, the CEO and founder of Robinhood. This year, we'll expand our ecosystem of products to make Robinhood the best place to start investing and build wealth for the long term. So here we go. Robinhood's 2021 investments to put the company on a strong footing for 2022. In 2021, Robinhood added 10 million funded accounts, nearly doubling the customers on the platform. Robinhood also made strong executive additions in the past year. Excited to have recently Steve Quirk as Chief Brokerage Officer. Company invested heavily in service and reliability of its platform. I don't know about we want to go about the service and reliability of the platform, but yeah, kind of crazy. Robinhood continued to improve products and experience, adding contextual in-app education, crypto gifts, recurring investments. So that's kind of nice. Robinhood delivers product developments in Q4. Robinhood introduced first trade recommendations. All new customers who have yet to place a trade. Starting with a diversified ETF. All right, so I'm not really worried about much of this stuff. Financial outlook. All right, so this is kind of what we want to look at here is the guidance. This is what we want to look at. For the first quarter 2022, Robinhood anticipates the total of net revenues will be less than 340 million, which assumes some incremental improvement in trading volume versus what we have seen so far. At the top end, this implies a year-over-year revenue decline 35% compared to the first quarter of 2021, during which we saw oversized revenue performance due to the heightened trading activity, particularly relating to certain meme stocks. So yeah, we know that last year was trading like crazy. And let's see here, and that's all there. So there's all that, guys. What are we up to now? 123 posts in the hood. That's pretty crazy. So I do want to look at Robinhood's short interest because I do believe that there is a lot of shorting in Robinhood, and there could be some kind of opportunity. Who knows? Short squeeze score for Robinhood is a 76.40, ranked 302. So it's kind of similar to MetaMaterials, actually. There is only 150,000 shares that's left to be shorted. Short bar fees only 1.5%. Short about 59% on the dark pools. And the aggregate short volume is 62.39. Wow, they had a lot of failure to delivers here at the end of December. Over 3 million. No, 170,000. Wow. I just can't believe how much this stock is down. I mean, not that I'm mad or anything, but it's a crazy opportunity. Wow, Robinhood does have a lot of shares outstanding. 859 million. Wow. Almost 860 million shares outstanding. Wow, that's pretty crazy. Ownership accumulation, it was a 95.99. Ranked 157. So they do have a lot of ownerships from institutionals buying it up. So that's pretty good. I'm just kind of crazy to see what tomorrow brings. We will have to see, guys. Like I said, I wanted to get in here and just talk about the hood a little bit. Wanted to bring something different for you guys. We got a couple comments here. Robinhood is done. With the new regs, they are finished and not alone. Yeah, there is that worry too. The payment for order flow, that is a big one for Robinhood. That is where Robinhood makes a lot of their money. And if they take away the payment for order flow, that could hurt the bottom line for Robinhood as well. Now, what I can say I do like about Robinhood, I do like the options for Robinhood. I could say that trading, like doing your options on Robinhood is very user friendly. It's very easy. So I do prefer to do a lot of my options trading on Robinhood just because I think it's easy. And I'm looking for opportunity. And what I'm thinking opportunity here is this. If this keeps going down, there's going to be an opportunity for a possible buyout. Now, I've heard a lot of rumors, a lot of speculation on Robinhood and what could happen. And I mean, we got possible big banks. I think there was a rumor that JP Morgan Bank was looking to possibly buy Robinhood because of the user base, how many users and how much information Robinhood has. A lot of banks could buy Robinhood. And that could be phenomenal because a lot of banks want to get into, the crypto space. They want to get into, the brokerage stuff for stocks. And this is the most user-friendly platform there is out there. And I can see a lot of bigger banks wanting to just scoop Robinhood up now that the price is down. And you could see a big influx of price because they will give you share appreciation on the shares where they're at. There was also rumors that Apple, someone was floating around on Stock Twist that Apple could possibly be a buyer. So yeah, there's just so much speculation right now. I think one thing we got to keep in mind is that in this current market, guys, with all these good companies, all these stocks going down in valuation, I think we may see a lot of these small caps get bought out. So there is going to be opportunity out there. Also, like Backed, the other crypto brokerage, Backed is down to like $4. There's so many crazy like stock prices out there. I want to say like Any as well, a crypto miner. It's just so many. There's just so many opportunities out there, and I could see companies wanting to like buy these out. Man, I can just see it. And I do think it's ironic that Robinhood gets. I want to go over to AMC real quick on here because I believe tomorrow, crazy enough, is the 1 year anniversary. I know someone on here is gonna. I know someone over here is going to have it, but someone had a post over here. Where is it at? Well, I'm not going to probably be able to find it, but I want to say tomorrow is the 1 year anniversary to where Robinhood stopped the buy button on GameStop. So yeah, it's kind of ironic that Robinhood gets decimated in its earnings right before that day. It is kind of funny. So we'll have to see what happens there. Like I said, Robinhood is a very controversial stock. I can definitely understand why people don't like it. Like I said, I like it for the options part. And I'm looking at it as, here's what we got to keep in mind, because I want to try to help everyone here. And you got to take your mind out of the hate towards the CEO. But you got to put your mind into a bigger company that may want to buy Robinhood, and that's where the opportunity's at, in my opinion. My opinion, and what I'm looking is, I'm looking for a company to buy out Robinhood, and that is where we're going to make some money. So that's where I'm looking at the opportunity for the hood. Down at these prices in the 10s, let alone this was down in the 9s earlier, and if it drops back down to the 9s, hood could be a great opportunity to start nibbling at it right now. See how it goes. I'll be doing the I'll be kind of doing the like I said, I got two selling two puts right now. I got $11 and a $10 put. I'll see tomorrow if I get a sign nose. And if I do, I'm going to sell covered calls the next week. So that's what I'm going to do. If I get a sign nose shares, I'm just going to sell covered calls and keep doing it that way. So that's what we're going to do. Doesn't Crappadale own a stake in Robinhood? I don't know if Citadel owns a stake in Robinhood, but it would not surprise me. It would definitely not surprise me. I knew what you meant there, Matthew, man. You're good. I knew what you meant. Yeah, so I don't know. I mean, I understand the earnings are down. Honestly, I expected the earnings to be down because, as we know, guys, last year the stock market was ripping and roaring, and Robinhood, IPO'd, and they IPO'd at a good time. They raised a lot of cash, so they do have all that cash sitting on the balance sheet. So we will see what happens. Like I said, this is I never would have thought I would have saw this stock down this low after watching it come out. You got a live caller for Andy says you got a live caller for tonight. No, I don't. But actually, I will be helping that gentleman on Sunday. The one we had on last night. Cheeks clapping on the shorts in the near future. Yes. Let's hope so. I'm going to look at the 1-year chart, man. Look at this stock. I mean, it hyped up back in August of last year, guys. It was up to $70.39. And look at this bleed since August. Look at this bleed. The 1-year bleed. Wow. Down 83.5%. And it's honestly going to be down more because this is ending at the 1161 regular hours. This does not show the after hours on the 1-year chart. Wow. This is going to be crazy. That's crazy. From the high, it's going to be down like close to 90%. Wow. That's just mind-blowing to me. I'm not going to lie. That is literally mind-blowing seeing Robinhood down 90%. I mean, I just cannot get over it, man. All right, so we got DK says, isn't Hood a Kathy Wood pick? I think she sold Hood. I still get the emails from the ARK Invest. I have not seen Kathy buy Hood as of late. I have not seen it. Morton says, I told you don't hold tech or growth in these markets. Yeah, like I said, what I'm looking to do is I'm not really holding anything. I'm doing the weekly options. I want to be selling cover calls. I'm going to be selling cash secured puts. So I'm in and out of these trades weekly to generate cash. That's what I'm looking to do. We got Wilson. If your friend allegedly helped you in a bind, would you short the company? Take a look at who has puts on Fintel. Made more on puts so far, but not going to be greedy. Yeah, definitely want to take your cash. So let's go to Fintel and let's go to the sellers of the Hood. All right, let's see here. We got a lot of people here selling as of late. How many shares was this? These are closed out positions right here. Yeah. Carlos has a good point. Be careful. Hood might squeeze anytime, just like SPCE and similar stocks. I kind of agree. I do think Hood has a potential of a squeeze. I don't know, man. It does. It's kind of one of these stocks that I could see hedge funds buying because I look at it this way. As we know, as much as we hate to say this, us retail investors really can't move a stock. Now, they did move AMC. But I think what happened is a lot of hedge funds also participated in buying in AMC because they saw the rally, and a lot of hedge funds was buying in AMC as well. But mostly these stocks, retail cannot move a stock on its own. So I have to look at, would a institution be buying Robinhood at these prices? And I would have to say yes. And if not yes right now, it's going to be yes very shortly. Yeah, Pawn says, I see a lot of people closing short positions fairly quickly with this news and the final dip down. Could be a great recovery. Yes. Wilson says, correct. It could be a squeeze that they actually cover. Yes, it could. Like I said, I don't know how much lower these shorts want to keep shorting down a lot of these stocks. But, I mean, you know, the shorts are greedy, man. It's the algos. It ain't even a person. As we know, it is the shorts. It's just algos, it's algorithms. That's what it is. That's what we're battling against. Yeah, hood swing trade may be interesting gamble. That's what I'm doing. Like I said, I'm selling those cash secured puts on Robinhood, and if I'm forced to purchase those shares of hood tomorrow, next week I'm going to sell covered calls for the following Friday. I like that Robinhood has weekly options. I'm going to generate good cash. I did the one cash secured put on Monday, and I did the other cash secured put today. And for those two, I'm going to pull up my pictures real quick, guys. Here, real quick. Of SoFi hood. One was 93 and the other 34. So 127. Yeah. So in my two puts that I did, the one I did on Monday and the other I just did today, I'm going to get $127 in premium. Just for those two right there. And like I said, if I'm forced to buy them, I'll buy them and I'll sell covered calls next week and we'll just keep building up the premium. So Hood has some good premium because it's kind of a volatile stock. AMC has great premium. I got a $14 cash secured put on AMC right now. I just did that one today. In 2 days, they're going to be like $35 for 2 days. AMC has really good premium. So if AMC would drop and I'm forced to buy AMC at $14, I'm going to sell covered calls for next week. That's what I'm going to do. And hopefully these trades go out well. I did sell a covered call on SoFi. I got all that $60-some in premium because I did it for like, I want to say it was a $13.50 covered call, and my break even was like over $14 on SoFi, and SoFi's down to like $11. So that trade is good to go. I'm like 98% in the positive on that trade. But like I said, I'm going to build up these premiums and let it rip from there, man. It's going to be exciting. I may have to start like a spreadsheet, actually. I think I may make up a Google document over the weekend and maybe kind of bring you weekly updates on how these trades are going. Mostly tied up, ILS, man. ILS is a great stock, definitely. Dip into my cash holdings for small caps and Chuckles Place, see what happens, yes. Can't wait for Meta to go bonkers and sell a bunch of heavy. Yeah, if Meta would do a crazy run, the IV on MetaMaterials would be crazy and the premiums would be pretty good. So the only thing I don't like about Meta for options is that you can't do weekly options. They're kind of like monthly. So I don't like the monthly. I like doing weekly options. Paul says, just a heads up, you didn't monetize the stream. I did select the monetize, but sometimes YouTube decides whether it's going to monetize or not. But thanks for letting me know, Paul. I will check that out after the stream is over. I just wanted to get on here for a quick one tonight, guys. We did like 2 hours last night. I'm looking to probably just do a quick 30-minute one here today. Just wanted to talk about Robinhood and kind of my thoughts and why I'm kind of liking the stock. Like I said, I want to bring you an opportunity. Now, I'm not saying that Robinhood can't go down farther. Robinhood could keep going down. But I wanted to kind of get this on your list, guys, as a potential play in this market right now. I think this is one that's a great play. Like I said, Hood is on my watch list. You got to kind of keep your emotions in check when you're thinking about trading and making money. Like, which stocks can I trade and make money? Which stocks have potential of, something big? And Robinhood does. I think Robinhood has a huge potential of being bought out. Also this year, we got to look forward to the crypto wallet Robinhood's looking to bring us. So there's a lot of potential Robinhood coming up this year. So I think we will see probably a lot of the revenues for this year will be lower than last year's because, as we know, the market last year was running crazy. But I think the revenues for the further years will be good. We'll get that slow and steady growth. Yeah, if we can get metamaterials on weekly options, that would be phenomenal. That would be phenomenal. Yes, GGPI has major potential too. It's just still seen as GGPI, man, just barely above the NAV price of $10. It's like $10.20 on GGPI, and I have those shares. I'm not doing options on GGPI because they don't do weekly options and the premiums aren't really worth it. I'm also buying the warrants for GGPI on my Fidelity account. The warrants, if we get a run and I got those warrants run more than what the stock does. Yeah, I did see that, Pawn, about Apple released news about the metaverse and getting into the glasses. Yeah, that was very intriguing. I did read that report. All right. Yeah, GGPI is good to hold because it has the floor. Yeah, I mean, it can't go much below the 10. It can hit like 980, 970. I don't think it will, though, because SPAC has the floor. SPACs are kind of safe right now because they do have kind of that floor right around the $10 range. So SPACs that haven't merged yet, pre-merger SPACs are kind of safe to be in right now if they're close to $10. So yeah, guys, that's going to be it for this stream tonight. Like I said, wanted to just get on here and run by some thoughts, go over those earnings on Robinhood. Like I said, I kind of like this as a swing trade, as a weekly swing trade is what I'm looking to do at Robinhood. Is just trade this baby back and forth weekly. That's what I'm going to do. Trade this baby back and forth, collect premiums on it. Yeah, so that's all I'm going to do. I just wanted to bring a quick one for you guys. So I want to say thank you all for joining. We will come back. My next video will be metamaterials. I got to get y'all metamaterials video out. We're going to do that as well. So love and appreciate every single one of you guys. I'll catch y'all in the next one.